Hi, in this video we will learn the banking account management application. So we have two sheets here, the account welcome and the account. In the account welcome sheet, you want to assign this start button a macro, and this start button will then take you to the account sheet where we have the date, description and the amount. So the one in black is the deposit, while the one in red is the withdrawal, which is negative, and this is the balance for the account. And we have various buttons here. For the exit button, once you click on it, you want to go on the account welcome page, and once again you start and then you come on this page. So if you want to do a deposit, you press on deposit and you want to enter your amount, and then you can add your date and description for the deposit, and similarly you can do that for withdrawal. So we will write codes for these. Also for some deposit and some withdrawals, once you click on it, you should get the sum total of the deposits, and here you should get the withdrawals. So you can see these blocks have already been named withdrawal sum, and this is called deposit sum. So we can use these names in the code. So we will first start in developer, Visual Basic. We will go in this workbook. We will first write private sub workbook. Open. So it says that for each WS in active workbook.worksheets, if the name of the worksheet is account welcome, then its visibility will be true, and if anything else is there, the visibility will be false. So basically we want the account welcome page to come first whenever you open this application. So once you've written that code, you can then insert a module here. Right click, insert module. So once you're in this module, you can start with the option explicit, and we will first write the sub procedure. So we have deposit as double, similarly withdrawal, sum deposit and sum with. So they are all the values that we're putting in, so they are as double. Account start is a range and balance start is a range. So in the sheet, the account start is D5 and the balance start is F. So here we write for the same procedure. We say that the deposit sum should be cleared once you come on the main sheet. Once you're on the sheet, the previous values in this cell and also in this withdrawal sum cell should be cleared. So basically we want to clear those values. We want to set the account start to D5 as I showed earlier. So we want this as account start and F5 as balance start. We make the sum deposit as 0 and sum with as 0. And the account sheet, we make it true once you click on start, and the account welcome sheet, the visibility becomes false once you click on start button, and the account sheet becomes activated. So this is your main sub procedure. Next we will write our exit procedure. So in this procedure we just want the account sheet visibility to be false and the account welcome sheet visibility should be true because we want to exit this page. So this is our exit account. Next we have deposit and new withdrawal buttons. So we will write codes for these. So you write sub new deposit. So this is the code for the new deposit here. So in this code, we say that the user needs to enter the deposit amount, and that value is assigned to the value here. And we also want to check if this value is a numeric. So we use is numeric function, and if it's false, then you show the user that the value entered is not numerical and they have to try again. We assign this value to the deposit variable, and we then assign the table here and format in the new row. So this is with account start dot end, so for offset, and then dot value is equal to deposit. So we have assigned the value to this deposit again, and we have formatted this column. Next is we will call the update balance. So we have to write another function here. So it will be update balance, which will do all the sum deposits and some withdrawals for you. So once you call that, the message box will be you may now enter the date and description of your deposit into the table, and the response would be if the user wants to enter another deposit. If the answer is yes, then you call new deposit again, and this entire code will run again. Similarly, we will write our next code for new withdrawal. So we write sub new withdrawal. New withdrawal subprocedure is also similar to the new deposit. So you assign the withdrawal amount to the value variable here. The default is 150. If it's not numeric, you show the user. Then we have the inserted it into the table and also formatted it. So the withdrawal here will be negative since it's minus, so we want the color to be different. So you will see here that the formatting is a little different. And then you call for update balance. And here you saw that the update balance is deposit D and this is withdrawal W. We're doing that because we have two different types of cases in the update balance function. So we will now write the function here. So the function is update balance, which is being called from the new withdrawal and new deposit subprocedures. So here we have two different types of cases, which is case D and case W, which we mentioned here. So X and Y here, it's X for in withdrawal, new withdrawal subprocedure stands for withdrawal, and Y stands for W. So case Y, if it's W, then it goes in this case W code, and it says that since we want the balance to be at least 100, if the amount which we are withdrawing is much greater, so that when you subtract it from the balance start, it's less than 100, then we need to show the user that this withdrawal cannot be made because the balance 100 is not made. So we will clear the contents here, and if it's not less than 100, then the withdrawal can be made. So we will show that the balance start is equal to balance start minus X, and then the user can enter the date and description. Similarly, when you select Y, the case Y as D here, in the case of the new deposit subprocedure, it goes in this case D code and it says that the withdrawal will just be added to the balance start and you will have the new balance start value. So here, since we are not subtracting from the balance start, there is not a possibility that it will be less than 100. So we need not write this code. That will be only necessary in the withdrawal. So this is our function procedure for update balance. Next, we have the sum deposits and sum withdrawals. So we will write, so this is for sum deposits. So we say that until we have account start dot offset to some value, if this account start value is greater than 0, then it is a sum deposit. Since it's a deposit, it will be plus, so it will be greater than 0, and when it's less than 0, it's negative, which will be a withdrawal since we take it as a negative value. So we will add this sum deposit to the account start value, and we have the new sum deposit, and we keep doing this for I is equal to I plus 1, and then we set the sum deposit value, which is this value, to the deposit sum range, which is the cell here. So this is a deposit sum range here. So we set that sum deposit value to this range. Similarly, we write for sum withdrawal with a few changes here. This range will be withdrawal sum. This will be, so this is a sum withdrawal subprocedure. So everything is the same, only here the account start value is less than 0, and so we realize that it's a sum with and it's not a deposit since it's negative. So we add this to the existing sum with, and we then give it the total, which is sum with, and we assign the sum with value to the range withdrawal sum. So these are our subprocedures and function update balance here. So once you've done this, you can assign the macros here to the various buttons. So you right click, go and assign macro. So exit will have the exit account button, and similarly you do for the rest. We will also assign for the start button. So we assign the main here and click OK. So once that's assigned, we can then click on start, which takes us to the account. We will try the exit. Click on exit. It takes us back to the account welcome. Now we want to make a new deposit. So we will write new deposit. The default value is 150. We click OK. So it says that you can now enter. So here you can see that the amount has been deposited. You click OK. We don't want to enter another, so you say no. So for a withdrawal, click 150. You say OK. So since the withdrawal will be causing a balance which will be less than 100, which is not allowed, so it says OK, it cannot be made. So you click OK, so it goes off. So you can make another deposit, and you click OK, and another, click no. So now you have a balance which is 310. So if you make a withdrawal now, it will allow, since the balance is not less than 160. So here you can enter your date and your description of your deposit or withdrawal. Once you've done that, you can then click on sum deposits to check your total sum of deposits, and for some withdrawals it is $2,031.97, which will show as a negative value.